evening, everybody. Welcome to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. And we are about ready to get the varsity matchup underway. Wouldn't you know it, I forgot to reset the scoreboard after our JV contest, which just got done here a little while ago, as West Central, you saw on the scoreboard, winning in 2 sets. 25-13 was the score in set number 2. 25-15 the set score in set number 1. So it was a 2-0 win there for West Central, and we'll see if West Central will sweep the night on the JV and varsity side. They can't sweep the night completely because we did see the freshman team, even though we didn't broadcast it, we did see the freshman team for A-Town win. So on homecoming week for A-Town, will they pull through, or will it be West Central stealing the night here on this homecoming week? As we're very excited to have the broadcast of the homecoming football game, which we'll talk more about that in the post-game show as we get ready for our next broadcast. But homecoming week, always a very exciting one, and these girls here at A-Town, the Lady Tornadoes, they want to get the job done against a very tough opponent. The West Central Heat, they're no joke, and we saw that in the JV contest. And the reason I bring up that JV contest so much is because the star from that JV contest is in the varsity roster. Number 8, Rebecca Hinshaw. And she's coming off of a JV matchup where she had 6 kills and 7 aces. She's in the varsity roster as well. Will she make as big of an impact with the varsity squad? I wouldn't be surprised, because it's not a very deep varsity roster for West Central, so she'll be a girl to watch. One of the other girls from the JV side who's also on the varsity team, that would be number 11, Grace Seitz. And Seitz had a kill and an ace in the JV matchup. So both those girls can add to the score sheet if they need to, and definitely the one to watch will be Rebecca Hinshaw for West Central. But we get ready for our national anthem here this evening, and with that, we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, actually, you know what? We'll take a timeout here. We do have the band sitting right behind us here, but we're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we've got open the starting lineups, and we'll have that for you next on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adams Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adams Experts, repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And welcome back to A-Town High School. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Going through starting lineups here for West Central, the Lady Heat, making their way out, and we will get that starting lineup to you here in just a second as they are finishing up here we got on the air as they were 2 or 3 girls in. So we'll get those girls to you after we get the A-Town girls, their starting lineup here during this homecoming week. And we'll see who comes out there for A-Town. That would be number 11, Kendra Hendricks, making her way out there, the senior. No surprise there. Sophie Kern also making her way out there. She's a junior. Going to be good to have her back next season. A lot of great senior leadership for A-Town. Maddie Stevens, the senior, making her way out there in the starting lineup. Then you've got number 17, Addison Anderson. Charlie Cox, who put on a show in the matchup against Stark County. And Mia Lujan, the senior, getting the start here this evening. And that is your starting lineup for A-Town. Starting lineup for West Central. Let's go through that real quickly here. Number 4, Harley Haynes. Number 12, Reagan Long. Number 16, Piper Ebert. Number 21, Liberty Miller. Lauren Winters, number 25. And then number 32, Shelby Bowman. That's your starting lineup for West Central as we get ready for volleyball here this evening. Boy, you just see leading them out. Harley Haynes, boy, that is one tall girl. That is a tall girl. She's going to be a problem there to deal with here tonight. I mean, she's a head taller than all of her teammates in that huddle. My goodness. Never realized how tall she was in the warm-ups. So, anyway, let's play some volleyball here. Good to have you along here. A-Town taking on West Central here on this homecoming week. Getting ready for that homecoming football game on Friday night. Again, we'll talk about that a little bit later on this evening. But as we talked about there, our starting lineup for A-Town out there ready to go for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Feel free to get into the comments section on this very YouTube stream. We would love to hear from you. We've already got Tark the Shark. Tark, good to have you in here this evening. I don't know what he put in the comments, but he just left a comment. And, yeah, he's into the comment section. So good to have you along, Tark. And if you're watching, feel free to comment along with Tark here this evening. First serve underway by Kendra Hendricks, and this one coming down. Oh, a violation on that one for West Central. Shelby Bowman running into the net there this evening, and that's our opening point, I should say. And A-Town will take a 1-0 lead here in the early going as Kendra Hendricks will send it in again, starting things off in the serve, already with that one service point. And now Hendricks will set up Sophie Kern, and that one doesn't go down. And West Central, a little tap over. This one got to go over. Sophie Kern sends it over. Good back and forth between these two, trying to send it down. Nice dig there by Charlie Cox. Kern gets it over, tried to get it over, excuse me, and sends that one into the net. And we're tied at 1 here this evening. So let me get to the varsity statistics. Any statistics of note? It was a very quiet night for A-Town against North Fulton. Last week in our last broadcast that we did last Wednesday night, it was 25-13, 25-12, North Fulton with the win. So not a lot of statistics from that last game, but there are some of note as that's Maddie Stevens sends it over. West Central sending it right down to the floor. That's Lauren Winters. And Lauren Winters will pick up her first kill of the evening. And West Central will take a 2-1 lead. First statistic of the evening as Kendra Hendricks sets up Sophie Kern, and it goes wide. 3-1 our score here in the early going. Looks like our camera's having some issues getting focused here this evening. So we'll see if we can get that. It's on autofocus, but it looks like the auto feature is a little slow this evening as Anderson nearly sent that one to the floor. Violation running into the net. I believe that was Rebecca Hinshaw who ran into the net on that one, and the point will go to the Tornadoes, 3-2. And yes, if you were watching the JV matchup, Rebecca Hinshaw, well, she was a force to be reckoned with, just changed her top, and here she is in the varsity. Nice play there by Sophie Kern. Hinshaw will set it up for her teammate who sends it long. That's Gracie Winters. We're tied at 3. Boy, what a dig there by Sophie Kern, who will come out and do the serving duties. You can see her chuckling about that play. And 3-3 our score. Trying to send that one. Oh, is that going to be long? It is long. Trying to send that one across was Gracie Winters, off the net and to the floor. But it was just a hair long, and now A-Town with a 4-3 lead. Sophie Kern, the serve comes in. Harley Haynes, the tall girl you can see there for West Central. I just can't get over how tall she is. There's a violation on the setup there. That one by Gracie Winters, so another point for A-Town, and their run continues here. Quick 4-0 burst after they fell behind 3-1. Sophie Kern send that one in. Haynes might have been better off letting that one go wide. And sending that one wide is Gracie Winters. So the Tornadoes take a 6-3 lead. No official stats for A-Town as of yet, but we will let you know if that changes. That one goes long, and West Central on the board again. Starting a little early here this evening, as we have really the last several weeks that we've been doing A-Town volleyball. They do the freshman game and then the JV game and then the varsity game, and they don't wait. There's a nice serve and an ace. I believe that's Lauren Winters picking up the ace, first ace of the evening. But yeah, they don't wait for a specific time. No, sir. If once the freshman game is done, they get ready, do warm-ups for the JV. Once the JV game's done, they don't wait. They just start it up. So if you want to come to a game here at A-Town, you better get here early. Kendra Hendricks to Charlie Cox, who taps it over. 6-5 our score, by the way, as I was on that little rant right there. Not really a rant. Nice play, a tip over the net, and it drops to the floor by Kendra Hendricks. So Hendricks will pick up the first kill of the evening for A-Town. I believe that was Hendricks who made the diving effort. 7-5 now our score. And now in to serve, it's Maddie Stevens. Stevens, oh boy, that one right off the floor. West Central somehow able to save that one from hitting the ground. I have no idea how. I can't get that low to the ground. Hinshaw setting up her teammate, but it doesn't go to the floor. And A-Town sends it over on 2. 7-5 our score. Oh, Sophie Kern and Kendra Hendricks nearly run into each other. And then miscommunication, the reason that one able to fall to the floor. If Sophie, I think, stays put, that point might still be going. Service comes in, Shelby Bowman. Hendricks sends it over on 2. And a good back and forth. Oh, hammering that one into the net. And right back to her, Harley Haynes. I mean, you can't miss Harley Haynes out there. She is just, she towers over everybody out there. But that one somehow doesn't go over the net. Volleyball's a weird sport in that way. You can have these tall girls with this athleticism. Haynes sends it wide. She made sure to get it over that time, but she may have adjusted too much on that one. It's 9-6. But as I was saying, you can have these girls so much athleticism they can jump up almost over the net. And still, they have sometimes a tough time hitting it over the net. Third time's the charm for Harley Haynes. She sends it down, gets her first kill of the night. And she's going to be somebody to watch for sure with that height coupled along with that athleticism. There might be some Division I schools making a call, trying to make an offer to Miss Harley. Wouldn't be the least bit surprised with that kind of height, as Hendricks will send it over. And now West Central tried to send it down, but A-Town was ready for it. Back over it goes by Emma Gunther. First time seeing her in the game here today. A little tap over. Oh, going to pick up the point is Piper Ebert. Gets her first kill of the night. And Piper Ebert is on the board. It's 9-8. Oh, and a violation there. That should be an ace for our server there. Didn't see the number. I think that's number 21, Liberty Miller. It is. So we're tied at 9. And Liberty Miller will have her first ace of the evening. As they get ready, sending it over is Sydney Teal. First time seeing her in. Oh my goodness gracious, how can you stop that? Harley Haynes off the block, and it goes out off of A-Town. Another kill for Haynes, and West Central, they lead this thing by 1. As serving it back in, Liberty Miller. Kendra Hendricks has to get it over. There's Haynes right there for the block at the net. West Central had to send that one over on 2. And now Sydney Teal will send it down and send it in. As a beautiful, beautiful kill right there. Sydney Teal on the score sheet after a night where she had 2 aces against North Fulton. That was all she had. Didn't have anything against Stark County, so I say that's all she had. She certainly will take that. We're tied at 10. And here's Charlie Cox, who against Stark County, 7 aces and 3 kills. Is she going to get an ace to start the night? Why not? Here's old Charlie Cox. I mean, we talk about it pretty much every time we do an A-Town volleyball broadcast. This girl is special when it comes to doing the serving duties, as Charlie Cox sends that one in. Had some heat to it. And Kendra Hendricks tapped that one into the net. Couldn't get it over. And the point will go to West Central. We're tied at 11. Let me see. Okay, we are squared away now as the serve comes in for West Central. Able to save that one from hitting the floor. Sophie Kern sends that one wide, and the Heat now have a 12-11 lead. Good to have you along here this evening on TSSR. Feel free to get into our comment section and have a conversation with us. We love hearing from our viewers out there. And Sydney Teal. Oh, Sydney Teal going to pick up another kill, as that one just ricocheted off the hands of West Central kind of awkwardly. And Sydney Teal, she has got her 2nd kill of the evening. And she will come in and serve now. I misspoke about Sydney Teal earlier. She did not have 2 aces in the last game, as Haynes sends it down, but A-Town was able to dig it out, but I think Haynes still going to get the kill. I mean, the amount of power that Harley Haynes brings into a serve, or excuse me, into a kill attempt. Oh my goodness gracious. I would not want to be on the receiving end of that. That's for sure. They don't give her a kill on the scoreboard. I might. They still have her for 2. Emma Gunther sends it over on 2. Haynes. And they send it over. Liberty Miller sends it over. Now Sophie Kern taps it over. Oh, tried to get it down that near sideline. Haynes into the net. And we're tied at 13. And they're not updating that, so I'm going to leave it that way as well. So Haynes with 2 kills, nonetheless. I did miss Kendra Hendricks getting a kill. And the tap over. Oh, a beautiful play there. Shelby Bowman, her first kill of the night. I mean, she saw the opening and just tapped it and put it right where it needed to be. West Central with a 14-13 lead. And now coming out to serve is Rebecca Hinshaw. After the unbelievable JV matchup she had. 7 aces in that contest. Ooh, that one awkwardly off the basketball hoop above the floor here. West Central going for the kill. That one into the rafters. Who's going to get it? Nobody's going to get it. I think Lauren Winters going to get the kill on that one. 15-13 now our score. West Central with the 2-point lead. Maybe they won't give a kill since that one was off the ceiling. The amount of power some of these West Central girls are bringing into this one. Oh, there's a miscommunication there. Charlie Cox popped it up, and Emma Gunther didn't know if it was her or one of her other teammates that was supposed to pick that one up. It falls to the floor, and now West Central with a 16-13 lead. Oh, that one nearly going to be an ace. That one is going to be an ace. And we got a timeout on the floor as A-Town doesn't like what they're seeing. Coach Lujan wants to talk about it. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back after this. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call here this evening as our score 17-13. You see Coach Lujan there in the camera shot. She's got these girls playing really well at this point in the season. Good scrappy contest here against a very, very tough opponent, West Central. They've got girls who've got a lot of athleticism and a lot of height. We've talked about Harley Haynes at length already here in this contest as Kendra Hendricks sends it over. And that one off the net, nearly off the block as Sophie Kern gets it over. And now Henshaw sets up her teammate who taps it right down to the floor. It's Shelby Bowman getting it again. So the timeout does not work in A-Town's favor. It actually works in the favor of the Heat. And Shelby Bowman picking up a kill. I got her with 2 kills. Our scorekeeper fell asleep, I think, on the big scoreboard here. They missed a lot for both sides, really. As the tap over by Emma Gunther. 18-13 our score. Nice play there by Hendricks. Getting it now to Allie Peed, who sends it over. Haynes setting up her teammates. Oh, might have been, that one might have been going out. However, Lujan plays that one, and it goes off of her hands, out of bounds. And it's now 19-13. Into the game again, Sydney Teal for the Lady Tornadoes as Rebecca Henshaw will come in and try to get some aces here after 7 in the JV game. Henshaw sets up her teammate. That one off the block. A nice play, though, by A-Town. Henshaw just taps it right over, and Henshaw will pick up her first kill of the night. She made that one look so easy. Just one-handed, bloops it right over the net. And it's 20-13. Despite what our scoreboard says, it's stuck at 19. As down to the floor, Emma Gunther sends it down for A-Town. The left-handed shot for Emma Gunther works to some success. She had 2 aces in the game against Stark County, had 1 kill in the quiet day against North Fulton as Sophie Kern serves it in, and it's 20-14 now as West Central sends that one wide. It's Lauren Winters getting a hold of that one and sending it just a little too far, and it's 20-15 now our score. As Sophie Kern once again in. She had 2 aces in the matchup against North Fulton. Oh, this one has to go over. Henshaw is able to get it over. As miscommunication there. Nice tap at the net. Emma Gunther. Oh, what a play there at the net. Gunther able to send that one back, and West Central unable to do anything with it. It's 20-16. I don't think you give him a kill on that one. Oh, a little tap down by Charlie Cox, nearly picking up the kill. Then Allie Peed tried to do the same thing. However, she hit it right into the net. And it's back to 21-16, back to a 5-point lead. They do not give a kill on that one for Emma Gunther. However, it was a beautiful play. That serve didn't have a chance as it's Lauren Winters who tried to make the effort to send that one over. That one hit right before that circle on their side of the court. So that one didn't have enough air underneath that one as Maddie Stevens will come in and serve for A-Town. They get it over. Does West Central. Gunther sets up Sydney Teal. Nice play by West Central as that one into the net. Nice save by Charlie Cox, and that one hits the referee's booth, and it goes out of play, 22-17. And now coming in to serve here for West Central. Didn't see the number. That is number 3, Gracie Winters. Sydney Teal, little tap over. Setting it up. Oh, West Central just had to send that one right back over. And they do. Kendra Hendricks trying to send that one to the back corner. And West Central again with another kill attempt. Hendricks sets up Charlie Cox. Cox, nice play there, but West Central defensively ready to go again. Hendricks, good back and forth between these two as Charlie Cox sends it over. 22-17 our score. And that one right down to the floor. Harley Haynes hammers that one down, and it's 23-17. Another kill for Harley Haynes, her third of the night. And the service comes in, 32, Shelby Bowman. And I don't know, is she going to get an ace off that one? I don't think so. But either way, it's a point for West Central, and they are 1 point away from claiming this first set. As Bowman, in again it goes. This one's got to go over, and it is not going to go over. And it is going to be the end of our first set. What a great first set that was. Good back and forth between the two sides. 25-17 the final score. As we get ready for set two, we'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching at TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MD8.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I told about the staff of MDH. They're all good. And you will get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adam's experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adam's Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
And welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call here this evening for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. Our first set in the books, and it was a wild first set, I gotta say. Good back and forth between these two sides as West Central making the way over here to Abingdon. And a 25-17 first set. Let me write that down here on our score sheet here before I reset our scoreboard here. And we will now reset the scoreboard here and get ready to go here, as I'll give the Heat set number one. And the leader so far here, without question, is Harley Haynes. Harley Haynes, 3 kills on the night. And on the West Central side, which we're on showing the A-Town side. Actually, we need to go to the West Central side because they are going to be serving here to start set number 2. And the girl who stands a head and a half taller than everybody, that's Harley Haynes. You can't miss her, number 4, as Ellie Pompeo tries to send that one over, but right into the net it goes. And West Central, they'll take a 1-0 lead here in set number 2. A-Town took the first point, I believe, in that first set. But that did not stop West Central. Ellie Pompeo gets it over this time. And West Central sends it down on 2. Kern. Sophie Kern, that is. As I believe that's out of play off of Addison Anderson. And back-to-back points for West Central off the timeout. Or off the set timeout, I should say. 2-0 is the score. Oh, and that one just ricochets off of Charlie Cox's hands, out of play. 3-0 is our score. And that'll be an ace. Who else? Give it to number 8, Rebecca Hinshaw. She had 7 in the JV matchup, just got her first one here in the varsity matchup. 3-0, Henshaw, now a little floater. Gunther sets it up. Sophie Kern, sets that one right down the middle, and it drops right to the floor. Sophie Kern will pick up her first official kill of the night. And that'll put A-Town on the board here, 3-1. Kendra Hendricks serves it in. And a little tip over by Bowman. A little one-tap down by Emma Gunther trying to catch West Central off guard. They were ready for it. Oh, what a play off the block! But they're going to give the point to West Central off of violation. I mean, that was a beautiful play there defensively for A-Town at the net. But I think one of the girls who hit the ball ended up hitting the net as well. And serving that one right into the net is Lauren Winters, so they give the point right back. It's 4-2. Good to have you along here this evening. Feel free to get into our comment section. We'd love to hear from you folks here this evening as Sophie Kern serves that one in. And a little tap over. Sophie there ready to go. A little tap over on 2. Nearly caught Haynes off guard. And off Bowman and down to the floor. That is Shelby Bowman. She'll pick up the kill here, her third of the night. And whoops, it is now a 5-2 lead for West Central. As we got a little commotion going on here to the right of me. A chair just dropped as that was Ellie Pompeo who sends it over. Now West Central tries to send that one across. Nice play there by Kern and Charlie Cox. Then they nearly got it down. Haynes, though, comes down, and who are they going to give the point to? Oh, they had to wait and make sure. I don't know who got the point. Their scorekeeper hasn't updated it either. They're going to give the point to West Central. The far side referee, who's the only one I can see. She took forever before she made the official call. Emma Gunther sends it over. 6-2 now the score. And Emma Gunther sends it down right away. Haynes ready for it, and she sends it right down to the floor. Haynes with her 5th kill of the night. And a timeout is called. We'll take a timeout with them. 7-2 our score here in set number 2. Back after this. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
Welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call here this evening. Homecoming week here at A-Town High School. And the A-Town volleyball squad hoping to pull out a homecoming week win here. The JV side not so lucky. And right now things looking a little bleak here for the varsity side. Shelby Bowman serves it in for West Central. Kendra Hendricks. Oh man, that one all over the place. As nobody on the A-Town side could really get any sort of motion going because, well, they were trying to chase down the ball. And Shelby Bowman will serve it in again. That one does not count as an ace, although it's really close to it. Charlie Cox sends that one right into the net. And now it's 9-2. Harley Haynes leading the way for West Central, number 4. She's got 5 kills this evening. No aces, but 5 kills. Very, very good. Nice play there. Sophie Kern off the serve. And this one somehow goes over the net. And they're going to give the point to A-Town. And I took a point away from A-Town, so let's put 2 points there on the board. It's now 9-3. Got to start a run somewhere here. We'll see who they turn to try to serve their way back into this one. Maddie Stevens. And Maddie Stevens with them trailing 9-3. Stevens serves that one in. And Henshaw will send it over. Nearly caught A-Town off guard. Setting it up for Haynes. Haynes sends that one wide. One of the rare mistakes we've seen from Harley Haynes here tonight. 9-4 now our score. Maddie Stevens serves it in again. Another beautiful serve, but West Central ready for it. Harley Haynes, I mean, goodness gracious, the amount of power that one had. Nearly sent that one up here to the second deck off the reflection there. Harley Haynes with her 6th kill of the night. And it is now 10-4. I mean, that thing was 2-3 rows away from coming up right at my equipment. That's how hard that one was hit. Nice play there. Emma Gunther, a little tap over by Kendra Hendricks right away. Setting it up for Haynes. Didn't really get all of that one. And now it's Sydney Teal, tries to get it over Haynes. And that one meeting at the net. They're going to give it to West Central, however, because A-Town may have ran into the net on that one. 11-4 now our score. In serving once again is Liberty Miller. Like that name there, Liberty. That's a good name. Sydney Teal sends it over. A lot of great names on this team here. Harley Haynes tried to send that one down. Hendricks able to save that one back. Haynes back over again. Gunther gets it to Charlie Cox. Cox off the net. And wow, that was all sorts of chaos, but the point eventually goes to A-Town. And now A-Town will have a chance to get the serving done, That is Emma Gunther in to serve after the camera focuses. I wonder why that is taking so long here today. It usually doesn't take that long to focus. Some nights are better than others, I suppose. Emma Gunther, the lefty, serves that one in, setting it up. West Central, Lauren Winters sends it over, trying to get that one to the back. I like the idea. Unable to get that one down in play, however. Emma Gunther sends that one wide. It's 12-5. Gunther does have a kill here today for A-Town. Kind of another quiet night here statistically for A-Town. Just kind of been taking advantage of West Central mistakes, which they made more in the first set. Haven't been making near as many here in set number 2. And that one right off the block and down to the floor. Harley Haynes going to have to hit that one a little bit higher to get it over her head. What a beautiful play there off the block. It's 13-5. Into the net it goes. Reagan Long, And now it is 13-6. Taking advantage there again of the mistake. We'll see if Charlie Cox can get a little serving run going. As that one into the net, Lauren Winters sends that one in. So back-to-back points for A-Town, and Charlie Cox will get another chance. No, one ace here tonight, I should say, for Charlie Cox. And that one off the net and down to the floor. So there's another one. I spoke that one into existence. I will take credit on that one. Second ace of the night. Scoreboard to my right says 1, but she had one earlier in the evening. Charlie Cox. In again. Oh, boy. That one had a lot of power, and it went right back over. And a double hit, I believe, that one by Emma Macomb. And it'll be West Central's point. So Charlie Cox, her chance to try to serve for multiple aces in a row, which we've seen many times this season, will come to an end. Harley Haynes serves it in. Sophie Kern off the block. West Central ready to go. As Emma Gunther now gets it over. Harley Haynes tried to save that one from going out of play. Her teammate was right behind her. I think that was, I didn't see who that was. That was number 12, Reagan Long, was right behind her. Harley Haynes would have been better off letting that one go and her teammate taking care of it. Sydney Teal. Oh, nice little tap over on 2 there for West Central. Emma Gunther gets it, and sending it over is Allie Peed. As now Emma Gunther as a tap over by Emma Macomb. 14-9 is our score. Setting it up. Allie Peed, that one off the net. And now Lauren Winters sends that one down for West Central. I believe Lauren Winters just picked up her second kill. She did. 2 kills to go along with 1 ace. And it's 15-9. Here in set number 2. And Rebecca Hinshaw, star of the JV matchup, getting a lot of playing time here thanks to this very, very small roster here for West Central, which, I mean, is a good thing as that one goes out of play. Lauren Winters, a mishit on that one, goes out of play, and it's 15-10. If you're a West Central fan watching here tonight, you're thinking that's a good thing. I mean, there were a lot of girls on the JV roster, and Rebecca Hinshaw, she's an underclassman. Grace Seitz getting some varsity time. She's an underclassman. Kendra Hendricks will serve that one in. As the tap over, nice play there. As that will hit the floor. And West Central takes a 6-point lead, 16-10. Didn't see who they gave that kill to here. They're trying to get the substitutions in now. I think the kill goes to Gracie Winters, if I'm not mistaken. But they don't have it up on the scoreboard, so I won't mess with it. In to serve now for West Central is a number I do not have. It's number 30, as Sophie Kern sends it over. I don't know who number 30 is. Oh, nice play. Nice play by A-Town to get that one back over and set it up again. And Kendra Hendricks will send it back over on 2. Wow, what a play that was. A little tap over by Grace Seitz. Charlie Cox sends it over. This point has been wild. And trying to send that one right down to the floor. Allie Peed. Oh, instead, a little double hit there. And that'll be a point that goes to West Central, 17-10. Still in to serve is number 30, and I don't have a number 30. The only name, that one, oh, wow, that one goes in. That one, I thought that one went long, but I think, no, yeah, number 30 just picked up her first ace of the night. And I don't have her name. Oh, goodness. Serve comes in again. Charlie, there's no number 30 on the JV roster either, so anybody telling me to look at the JV roster, that's not going to help me. Sophie Kern sends it over, 18-10. As that one, nice play there. Charlie Cox gets it to Kern again. A little tap over this time. And Grace Seitz setting it up for her teammate. They are not able to get it down to the floor. Nice play by Sophie Kern. Tried a little love tap, trying to sneak that one down to the floor. And now Addison Anderson. I haven't said her name much here tonight. This point is crazy. Sophie Kern again off the block. Charlie Cox, good communication. Allie Peed tap back over. This might be one of the points of the year so far here for A-Town. My goodness, this one going on for a while. Kendra Hendricks. Hinshaw, little tap over and down to the floor finally for Shelby Bowman. Shelby Bowman picks up her 4th kill of the night. And that point, I don't know how long that point lasted, but that was a lot of fun. And still number 30 in to serve. That's Charlie Cox. I cannot get over that. That was fun, folks. That's what makes this such a great sport to cover. Coming in, oh, that one off the net, and it's going to go down. Grace Seitz. That's why she's an underclassman in the varsity roster. And a timeout is called by A-Town. We'll take a timeout with them. We're back after this, 20-10 our score here in set number 2 as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call for TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH. If anybody's watching, we all needed a breather after that really, really long point a couple of points ago. If anybody's watching and wants to play that back, because you can on a YouTube stream, if you want to play that back and get us how long that point lasted, I would like to know if anybody has that capability. If you want to watch this live, then you're more than welcome to. Sophie Kern sends it over. Hinshaw setting up her teammate. Nice play there. Grace Seitz, and that one off the basketball net and trying to send that one down. It went wide by Shelby Bowman. West Central was A-Town was scrambling on that one, trying to make the play. But that one goes wide, so a big mistake there for West Central, and 20-11. And now coming in to serve is Sophie Kern. But yeah, if anybody has the time, feel free to let us know how long that point lasted. That was a lot of fun to watch that big, long point between these two sides. Even though the score shows 20-11 now, it's been a really competitive matchup as that one goes out of play. Nearly hit a fan there as Addison Anderson tried to send that one across the court, but unsuccessful, and it's 21-11. In for the service, I believe that is Shelby Bowman. Charlie Cox back over the net for A-Town. Oh, and Haynes, boy, anytime she jumps, you got to get on the edge of your seat there. Charlie Cox sends that one wide. Even though Harley Haynes didn't get the setup on that one. Got to be ready for it, though. As Shelby Bowman off the serve, and Addison Anderson will send it over for A-Town. 22-11, biggest lead here in the second set. As that one into the net and down to the floor, Gracie Winters. And it's 22-10, or 12, Back to a 10-point lead is what I meant to say. As now coming in, Maddie Stevens. As Maddie on the evening, nothing statistically in regards to kills or aces, which are about the only thing I can keep track of. Oh, how about that? Right on cue. I think Maddie heard me. And she gets that one to drop in the back corner. 22-13. First ace of the night for Maddie Stevens. Touche. As Stevens sends that one back over. Here's Haynes. Harley Haynes right down to the floor. And Harley Haynes answers. That is kill number 7 for Harley Haynes. 2 points away for West Central. And now coming in is Liberty Miller. She will try to do the service duties here. A lot of good servers on this West Central team as Hendricks sends it over for A-Town. And a little tap over. Oh, and that one hits the floor. A great effort by Kendra Hendricks. Just unable to come through on that one. And it's match point, 24-13. And the match point here for Liberty Miller. She'll try it again. And Liberty Miller into the net. So if West Central is going to win this one, they will have to do it off the serve. Or away from serve. They gave a kill earlier in this one. Yep, I've got that one in. Wanted to make sure I was up to date here on my score sheet here. Emma Gunther, the service. Tap down at the net, and the point will go to Charlie Cox, who picks up her first kill to go along with 2 aces on the night. And now Emma Gunther will have another chance. 24-15 as Gunther sends that one in. That one had a lot of juice to it. As sending that one in. Nice play there by Sophie Kern. Piper Ebert. Haven't said her name much here tonight, so figured give her a shout out. She's going to try it again. Actually, that wasn't her. It was Grace Seitz sending that one wide, and it's 24-16. 24-16, Emma Gunther back out there. And that serve goes in. Harley Haynes ready for it, setting it up. And Piper Ebert unable to get that one over. Sydney Teal, a little tap over. That one goes wide and out of play. So it's 24-17. Emma Gunther will have another chance to serve. They were down 24-13 So 4 straight points here for the Lady Tornadoes. Oh, that one nearly goes to the floor. And able to make a nice save is A-Town. Charlie Cox sends it over. Harley Haynes. Oh, this one's got to go in. That one wide and out of play. And it's 24-18. I don't remember the match that we saw, but we saw something very similar earlier in the year where it was like 25 or 24-13, and the match ended 25-20. A-Town, they just get on one of those runs, but they wait until the very end to do it. Nice block at the net, and another point for A-Town. So here they come, 24-19. That was Charlie Cox. I didn't see who else was at the net. I believe that was Kendra Hendricks. And it's 24-19. Emma Gunther, another chance to serve. Off the net. Oh, nearly got the ace on that one. Harley Haynes has to send it over. Gunther sets it up. Sydney Teal, a little tap over. And now off the net and back down to the floor. Grace Seitz tried to send that one over, but little mishit on that one. It's 24-20. 7-0 run here for A-Town. Emma Gunther sends it in again. Oh, nearly got an ace there. And that, oh my goodness, nice dig there by Gunther. Sending it to the back corner. Nice play by Shelby Bowman. West Central had to send it back over. And Sydney Teal, a tap over, nearly went down. Little Kendra Hendricks meeting at the net. This one has to go over. Gunther saves it over. Here's Harley Haynes down to the floor, and Harley Haynes finally ends it. The 7-0 run comes to an end, but what a scrap for A-Town, as they didn't want to go home that early, as they finish, though, a 7-1 rally there at the end. The 7-0 run, I should say, at the end comes to an end, and it is 25-20, second set, and a 2-0 win for West Central. We'll recap this one and send you home next as you're watching TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adam's Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adam's Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois. Wyatt Reed on the call, wrapping things up here this evening. As, boy, that was a fun end to this matchup, as it looked like West Central was just going to cruise in set number 2. They led 24-13, but as you can see by the final score there in that second set, A-Town gave it all they had, and they finished that 7-0 run. It was a thing of beauty and some excellent defensive plays, and even though they lose this match 2-0, I mean, they are certainly going to have a lot to look at and say, hey, we did this right, we did this right. I mean, and there's just a fight that they show with the match down to match point. It took West Central 8 chances on match point, but they were finally able to get the job done 25-20 after winning 25-17 in set number 1. So, I mean, both sets were very, very scrappy. And 25-17, you may think, oh, no, that was kind of an easy one for West Central. It wasn't. It was a very close matchup there in the first set before the West Central. Again, you see A-Town give up that late run at the end of sets, which seems to kill them almost every time. But with that being said, it was still an excellent fight for A-Town. They did not hang their heads whatsoever. I mean, when you're down 24-13, you can just easily say, hey, we'll get them next time. Oh, no, that was not the case here. It's homecoming week. There's a good crowd on hand here this evening. And, boy, it was a show there at the end. But the final score, once again, 25-17, 25-20. A two-set winner for West Central. West Central led by Harley Haynes, who finishes the night with 7 kills. Lucky number 7. She got the final point there as well. Harley Haynes, what a performance. I mean, when you're that tall and that athletic, no surprise. No surprise that you're able to pull off what Harley Haynes was able to pull off here this evening. Shelby Bowman, she had herself a good night. She finishes the night with 4 kills. 1 kill and 1 ace on the night for Rebecca Hinshaw, who is the MVP without doubt in the JV contest. But she gets some varsity playing time, and it was 1 kill and 1 ace. 2 aces on the evening for Grace Seitz, who was also in the JV contest. 1 kill on the day for Piper Ebert. 2 kills and 1 ace on the day here for number 25, Lauren Winters, and then 1 ace on the day for nameless number 30. I don't know who number 30 is for West Central. If anybody has her name before the end of the broadcast, would love to know that so I can give her that shout out. However, she was not on any of the rosters, JV or varsity. So number 30 for number 30 for the Lady Heat out there. If you've got that name, feel free to let me know that. Let's take a look at the stats here for A-Town here, the varsity side. On another night where you just don't see a ton of statistics, they were kind of taking advantage of some West Central mistakes, and those mistakes, they were multiplying there, and especially near the end of that second set. A-Town was just able to take advantage of those mistakes and was able to stick around before West Central was finally able to clean things up. It was 2 kills on the night for number 15, Sydney Teal. 1 ace and 2 aces and 1 kill. I got to get my notes down here for Charlie Cox here this evening. It was 1 kill for Sophie Kern, 1 kill for Emma Gunther, 1 kill on the day for Kendra Hendricks, and then 1 ace on the day for Maddie Stevens, which was actually on cue. It might be, if I did a play of the game, that would be my play of the game. It would be Maddie Stevens right on cue. I was saying something about how she is not on the score sheet yet, and then right after that, she got that ace, which was a thing of beauty. So anyway, with that being said, it was another great match here, and unfortunately, A-Town coming up just a little short. Oh, goodness, I just saw 2 of the girls up there. You see on the top of your screen right there, those are 2 girls on the JV side. One of them kicked one another. That is Miley Weber and Tiana Hamilton. And Tiana Hamilton threw a foot at her teammate there. I don't know what that was all about. Of course, it's playful, but don't want to hurt your teammate here, getting coming down the wire here on the season. So anyway, with that being said, that was something fun that we happened to catch on the live camera shot here from A-Town High School. Once again, we will be back here at A-Town High School on Friday evening as A-Town, and we talked about it a number of times throughout the broadcast, it is homecoming week here at A-Town High School. They will take on Havana in their homecoming game. A-Town looking for their first points at home. The 2 games that we've done so far, A-Town hasn't scored a single point. So we will be keeping a close eye on that, see if maybe they can score some points and maybe even score themselves a win in that broadcast coming up Friday night. We'll be on the air around 6:55 with the pregame show for a 7 o'clock kickoff, and we'll be back here for volleyball. Boy, it's going to be a while before we're back here volleyball-wise for A-Town. Is this the last? This is not the last game. There's no way that's the case. Let me see. A-Town doesn't have a game next week, it looks like, volleyball-wise. The next volleyball broadcast that we will be doing here from A-Town High School will be nearly 2 weeks from now. A-Town will take on Peoria Heights on October 17th, and that one will get underway, our broadcast approximately 6 o'clock, depending on how the freshman game goes, but we will not be on the air here doing volleyball for almost 2 weeks. Boy, that's kind of sad. But you can join us on TSSR for a number of different broadcasts. There's a number of broadcasts that we'll be doing between then and now. So feel free to check out this profile here on YouTube and follow along here. Even doing some Western Illinois athletics here on TSSR, if my memory serves me right. If not, that is on ESPN Plus, which we will actually be running that here. It'll be our equipment up there on ESPN Plus. But with that being said, it has been a lot of fun here. What a great match this was. Even though it was a 2-0 win It was very, very competitive between A-Town and West Central. Once again, our final score, 25-17, 25-20 here at A-Town High School. We will talk to you Friday nights as we get ready for homecoming football here for the A-Town Tornadoes. Again, the pregame show at 6:55. We hope to talk to you then on TSSR Game Time Live, brought to you by MDH.